Leased land. Pros and cons for homeowners. There's no place like home. Buying a home can be an exciting and rewarding experience, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. One issue that buyers in Phoenix, Arizona may encounter is the purchase of a home on leased land. While there are some pros to this arrangement, there are many cons that buyers should be aware of before making a decision. Pros of buying a home on leased land. One of the main benefits of buying a home on leased land is affordability. Because the buyer only owns the physical structure of the home and not the land it sits on, the purchase price can be significantly lower than that of a traditional home purchase. In some cases, this can make homeownership possible for individuals who might not otherwise be able to afford it. Another potential benefit of buying a home on leased land is the opportunity to live in a desirable location. In some cases, land in highly desirable areas can be prohibitively expensive to purchase outright. Leased land can allow buyers to live in these areas at a more affordable price point. Cons of buying a home on leased land. While there are some potential benefits to buying a home on leased land, there are many cons that buyers should consider. One of the most significant drawbacks is the lack of control over the land. Because the land is owned by someone else, the buyer may be subject to certain restrictions on the use and upkeep of the property. This can include limitations on landscaping, modifications to the structure, and even restrictions on the types of pets that are allowed. Another major drawback is the potential for increased costs over time. Many leases include annual increases in rent, which can make the home less affordable over time. Worse, if the lease expires and is not renewed, the buyer may be required to vacate the property or pay a significant amount of money to purchase the land outright. Finally, buying a home on leased land can also make it more difficult to obtain financing. Many lenders are hesitant to provide mortgages for properties on leased land, and those that do may require higher down payments or impose other restrictions. What buyers should consider. If you are considering buying a home on leased land in Phoenix, consider several factors before you make a decision. First, it is important to thoroughly review the terms of the lease agreement and understand any restrictions or costs associated with it. You should also factor in the potential for rent increases over time and the possibility that the lease may not be renewed. Second, you should consider your long-term plans for the property. If you plan to sell the home in the future, it may be more difficult to find buyers who are willing to purchase a home on leased land. You should also consider whether you are comfortable with the lack of control over the land and any restrictions that may be imposed. Finally, you should consult with a knowledgeable real estate agent who has experience working with properties on leased land. An experienced agent can help you navigate the complex process of purchasing a home on leased land and ensure that you understand all of the potential benefits and drawbacks before making a decision.